Hey, it's Rav. Welcome to The Everyday Investor, the hottest real estate investment show in the world. That's right, I said it. I don't care who knows it. We've got a doozy for you. We're going to be talking about how we can make money by borrowing money. No, I didn't stutter. We're going to learn how we can make money by borrowing money. My good friend Carmen Campagnaro is on the show. Andrew's on the show. Remember, whenever you're offered with any kind of investment vehicle, always ask the 4 questions to start. 1, what is the ROI? 2, return on investment. 2, when do I get that return on investment along with the money that I put in? 3, what is the minimum cash amount needed? And 4, what is the risk? Grab a paper, a pen. We're going to go through some numbers. Don't go anywhere. The Everyday Investor continues in a moment.
The Everyday Investor has been brought to you by ProFunds Mortgages, Fixed Returns, Real Security. The Real Estate Center Canada, for all your buying, selling, and investing needs. Exteriors, providing you with full-service exterior renovations.
For over 10 years, Strong-Based Interlock and Landscaping has providing professional services to homeowners across the Greater Toronto Area. We are dedicated to ensuring your landscaping resembles the beauty you have envisioned. Our team guarantees competitive prices and the highest level of customer satisfaction through our integrity and commitment to quality landscaping services. For a free estimate on your next project, call us at 416-800-1585 or visit our website at sbinterlock.com. Whatever your interlocking and landscaping needs, you can count on Strong Base.
At Here to Clean, we understand that inviting someone into your home is a big deal. All of our cleaners are carefully vetted to ensure we send the right person to care for your home. We offer a variety of cleaning services to meet our various clients' needs, from small office and vacation rental cleaning, post-renovation and move-in cleaning. We will arrange a team of professionals with the right skill sets to tackle your toughest jobs and get them done right. Email, call, or text us to discuss your unique needs.
Hey there, this is Anthony Maniaci. Here at Maniaci Sobel Altbaum, we're a law firm working for you in all facets of the law. My specialty is working in corporate commercial law and real estate, but we have lawyers that work in all other areas, including litigation and family. Our practice focuses on service with a personal touch, delivering in-depth legal advice and guidance to our clients, treating you as people, not as a number. You can reach us at maniacilaw.com.
Hey, it's Jeff and Mark from Exteriors. Exteriors provides you with full-service exterior renovations, including roofing, siding, aluminum, and eaves troughs. We treat every renovation as if it were our own, guaranteeing impeccable craftsmanship. Exteriors Renovations. Contact us for a free quote.
Hey, it's Vitali, Rav's door and window guy. Here are 4 quick tips when choosing doors and windows for your home. 1. Get 2 to 3 estimates from a reputable vendor. 2. Choose the right manufacturer. 3. Make sure you have a warranty. And 4. Get professional installation. To book a free estimate, contact us at torontodoorsandwindows.ca.
Hey, it's Rav. Welcome back to The Everyday Investor. Today we're going to talk about how we can make money borrowing money. Carmen, I always say in my intro that I have the hottest real estate show in the world, investment show, but you know, I think maybe it's second best because you have a TV show,
Yes.
30 Minutes to Wealth. I watch it, I like it. It's so wonderful to see you and your daughter tag team that show together. Talk a little bit about that. You having fun?
Yeah, we're having a great time. Actually, it's amazing how well it's being received.
Yes.
And the show is similar to what we're talking about, and it's really about income properties, investing in real estate, you know, the new rules, regulations, all kinds of things that we target on that show.
Yeah.
How to flip properties.
That's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
so it's very interesting.
Friday nights, Saturday mornings. It's I watched last week. It was a show on, you know, kind of in and around that, you know, young people finish rich. And I think you had some young guy, I think he was a lawyer in there that had never really invested, and then you guys had helped him. And
yeah, he's great. Yeah, he was very nervous when he started investing.
Yeah.
Now he invests quite a bit, and he's come a long way. So yeah, and
Lots
starting young is really important. So
it is, and it's not any fault of their own, but my parents, my grandparents, the school, the church, the whoever. I mean, no one really teaches you. They would teach you pay off your house and take the extra money and put it under your mattress and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Nobody understands leverage and these types of things where you can make
or
a lot
even
of
just
money.
mortgages. Clearly, like it's incredible how you're taught everything, geography and history and all of that, but the basic fundamentals of finance.
Yeah.
People don't know that,
Yeah.
right? It's incredible when I meet people, you know, and they're my age and they're asking me questions about a mortgage and how does it work and I'm baffled,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
yes, it is
But
important.
you are a great teacher. You've been, you believe in this show. You've been sponsoring it for years, and now you have even your own show because so many people come to you and say, "Hey, you should need to knock Rav out of the way, and you need to do more teaching." And we don't know if we should knock Rav out of the way, but we'll do our own show.
No,
And that's
yeah.
kind of the birth of that. And so no, Carmen,
Yeah,
you're
it's
doing
going
a
well.
great
It's a
job.
lot
I
of
commend you
fun.
for that. And so you said, "Hey, Rav, we're going to call this show Make Money by Borrowing Money."
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
Well, a lot of people out there don't realize that you can borrow private money,
Yes.
and a lot of people are fearful of that. And this is a common topic, but there's never too much to say about it because there's so much to learn. And if people would break out of their norm and out of that little box and do something out of that box, they can increase their portfolio 10 times.
I mean, you are Miss Mortgage.
Yes.
Right? You know all, the people at the banks and institutions and so
yeah.
on and so forth, yet you borrow private money.
All the time.
And so why though? Like, first of all, define even what that means, private money, and then why do you do it? Because you're paying you're paying more
Premium
than
on
the
it. Yep.
the preferred rates that you could get at the bank. So
Yeah.
so help me and the viewers to understand that.
Well, it's your buying power, and it gives you the ability to negotiate and really negotiate. So if you have a deal that comes along, and I always relate to this property that I bought in Burlington on the Water, and I saw the for sale sign go up, and I wanted that property. I knew it was great. And the only way that I was going to be able to win any other offer over was a quick closing and very limited conditions. The offer had to be squeaky clean. So I knew.
Limited conditions,
Yes.
meaning one of the biggest ones, the financing condition.
Right.
You knew you could waive that because you were
It's
using
like cash in the
private
bank.
money.
Right.
And private money means it comes from a person or two or
Yeah,
three.
so our company, ProFunds Mortgages, we help people facilitate private funding all the time. So we have a large pool of private money available, and let's say you came across a property and you really wanted to buy it, but you might know there's 4 or 5 bids on that deal because it's a really good opportunity,
Yep.
and you have to close quickly. So you could go in with an offer. You could call me and say, Carmen, I have this property. It's here, here, here. I'll say, okay, you know what, Rav? I know I can get you this much money.
Yeah.
This is going to be your rate. You can go now confidently in and put in an offer, and it could be a cash offer. Now, I'm not recommending that to everybody because you do need to do your due diligence, but if you're confident in the asset or the property you're buying,
Yeah.
you can close with private money. And even if that private money is costing you, and I'm going to say an outrageous figure, 15%, which it wouldn't, but I'm saying if it did,
Yeah.
it's still worth it because you were able to actually capture that deal, and now you can leverage the opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I know, Carmen, that Andrew, he's going to come on here in a few minutes. He borrows private money all the time as well. I mean,
he's
and-
a really good example. That's why I wanted him here,
Yeah.
just to go through how it benefited him.
Yeah.
Now, I do it all the time. Like I said, I borrow private money. I can definitely get a bank mortgage. There's not a problem there. But when you need to close quickly,
Yes.
or maybe the bank won't do the deal,
Yeah.
that's when you resort to private money, and we'll close. Then you go do your thing, create your value, and then take it out.
Well, I always wonder how you do what you do because, you're buying, I think you have 2 parcels of land, 45 minutes from Toronto that are like 100 acres each.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing one now on the beach in Florida and so on and so forth. So these are demand properties. Obviously, you're doing something different
Yes.
to be able to win that bid. And this is what it is. You're
Yeah.
borrowing private money so that you don't have to have the condition of financing.
That's
and you
right.
have this kind of leverage.
And
is
you
that
know,
right?
that will take you so much further. Just not having that condition in there of financing,
Yeah.
it's a clean offer.
Yes, it's a clean offer.
You can still have your building inspections,
Yeah.
right? You still have an exit if
Yeah.
you need to.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
at
but
least-
as the vendor, if I already know what I'm selling, I don't mind. Go ahead and have, some soil testing done or some home inspection done. But if you do a condition on financing, that's nothing that I can do as the seller.
Right.
Now I'm wondering, is this the real deal, or is he just getting emotional on this
Exactly.
and then not going to be able to qualify, especially today. Never more so than today, with the banks being so,
Exactly.
stingy. I'm grateful that they are, because then we're not in the situations that we're in. But as investors, we still need to play Monopoly here, and I
Yeah.
think that
I have a different approach on that whole thing. I think
that's another show.
That's another
That's
show.
another show
okay?
offline.
Yeah.
That's a webisode.
Yes.
Let's do a webisode.
Oh,
right?
okay, let's do
Okay,
that.
so make sure you go to theeverydayinvestor.info. Carmen will be on there. We're going to have a webisode, and she's going to share her true thoughts of the banks being so stingy. Okay, so let's say a preferred rate might be, I don't know, 4%, let's just say. And so when we do this, what are typical rates? And it's not like I'm boring and have to pay that interest rate for the next 10 years, right? They can be
right.
short term. So talk about how that works.
Yeah, so private money when you borrow definitely is a short term. It's a bridge solution.
Okay.
Okay, so you can borrow a first mortgage, let's say up to 75% of the purchase price
Yep.
or the appraised value,
Yep.
one or the other. And usually that rate is anywhere between 7 and 11% interest.
Yeah.
Okay, and that would include any fees that the person lending you the money
Yeah.
would expect.
Okay, so if it's, let's just throw out a number, like let's say it's $400,000, I should have about $25,000 myself coming from, various places, but I'll put down $100,000 and I can borrow the other 75%, the other $300,000.
That's right.
I can borrow that from an individual or a few individuals.
Right.
And I'm going to pay an interest rate of, you said about 7% or so?
7-8% on a
8%.
first mortgage. Now that's if it's a nice deal, good location, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So a first mortgage would range from 7 to 11%.
Okay.
Okay, and then if you need a second mortgage, now let's say for example in that scenario,
Yeah.
you're purchasing this house, we're giving you a first mortgage of 75%, but
300,000, yeah.
you have other properties.
Yes.
And now I can give you a second mortgage on the other properties you have,
Yes.
extract some of the equity there to use it as a down payment on this house.
Or even my principal residence.
Yes.
And so then I can take more money out. That can serve as the $100,000 that
Now you
I
got
need, or renovation costs.
100% financing plus your renovation costs if you have equity elsewhere.
I love
we
that.
can do that.
I love that. And the reason why we're doing this is because you always ask the first question to start. What is the return on investment? If you know the return on investment is going to be 30, 40, 50, 60%, even more, north of 100%, 200% when
Yeah.
we're doing renovations and so on
Yeah.
and so forth, I'll pay you 7, 8, 9, 10% all day long to
100%.
borrow this kind of money.
Yes, and
Okay.
a lot of people just can't digest that.
Yeah.
But it is, a lot of people do it now. They're getting a lot more familiar with it.
Yeah.
They're swallowing the interest rates.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been spoiled with interest rates over the last 15, 20 years. So, back in the day, that's what they paid anyway. That was just a
what they
regular
were.
bank rate.
That's what they were. Okay,
Right.
so let's bring Andrew on the show and
Let's
we'll go
do
through
that.
some numbers.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. The Everyday Investor continues in a moment. Thanks for watching.
The Everyday Investor has been brought to you by ProFunds Mortgages, Fixed Returns, Real Security. The Real Estate Center Canada, for all your buying, selling, and investing needs. Exteriors, providing you with full-service exterior renovations. If you'd like to have your own TV show where you can be the authority in your area of expertise, visit our website at lakehousemedia.com.
ProFunds Mortgages is not just your average mortgage brokerage. ProFunds has assisted homeowners and investors in achieving their mortgage financing goals for over 2 decades. With access to multiple lenders, we can offer you the most competitive rates and terms in the industry, along with private funding for all your quick closings and non-bank mortgages. Work with an experienced team that has your best interests at heart. If you're looking for a great rate alongside exceptional service, call us today, profunds.ca.
Hey, it's Jeff and Mark from Exteriors. Exteriors provides you with full-service exterior renovations, including roofing, siding, aluminum, and eaves troughs. We treat every renovation as if it were our own, guaranteeing impeccable craftsmanship. Exteriors Renovations. Contact us for a free quote.
The Real Estate Center is one of North America's leading real estate firms, helping everyday people buy, sell, and invest in real estate. By leading with education, we make sure our clients have the know-how and confidence to make informed decisions, allowing them to reach their goals. Through our vast network of experienced advisors, the Real Estate Center is able to provide a full-service experience across the entire country. Whether you're looking for your first home, an income property, or commercial investment, we're here to help. Visit our website at therealestatecenter.com.
For over 10 years, Strong-based Interlock and Landscaping has providing professional services to homeowners across the Greater Toronto Area. We are dedicated to ensuring your landscaping resembles the beauty you have envisioned. Our team guarantees competitive prices and the highest level of customer satisfaction through our integrity and commitment to quality landscaping services. For a free estimate on your next project, call us at 416-800-1585 or visit our website at sbinterlock.com. Whatever your interlocking and landscaping needs, you can count on Strong Base.
Like people, businesses have their journey, their path, sometimes straight, but more often evolving, growing, and adapting. And like people, businesses' needs change, creating the need for knowledge in areas like accounting, consulting, and tax. Areas critical to your continued growth and success, all part of the journey, and all part of what we do together with you. So that when your business has arrived, it's ready to keep going. MNP. Wherever business takes you.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. They all offer a variety of tools to help a business grow. But how do you decide what works best for you? How do you know what platform is best to invest your advertising dollars in, especially when the budget is tight? MarketTech creates and manages a social media marketing experience that's tailored specifically to each of our clients. We determine the best ways to market your business online so it can grow to its full potential.
Hey, it's Rav. Welcome back to The Everyday Investor. We're talking about how we can make money borrowing money. We're talking to my good friend, Carmen Campagnaro. Andrew's on the show. Andrew, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
You are investing in multiple properties. You have several investment properties. I know you love kind of the niche of student rentals. You're kind of getting into the renovation business, refinance, all that kind of stuff. You're a really good friend, master builder. You're a good friend of Carmen's, and I've done a lot of work and used ProFunds a lot, and even in borrowing money. And so this is kind of a concept that people don't quite understand, but it's one of the best, if not the best, Carmen, when it comes to really wanting to get money quick, having leverage, getting great deals. Andrew, so was it a little bit weird when you first started that, hey, I'm borrowing money and I'm paying 7, 8, 9, 10%, but how long did it take before you understood that, yeah, but I'm also making 80, 90, 100%?
Would I say it was weird? No, for me, I guess the first time I ever borrowed money when I was 18, it felt weird. I was going to school. I had student loans, and that was that first key moment in my life where I'm like, wow, I'm really responsible for my future here.
Yes.
When I got involved with Carmen way back when, I actually started lending before I started borrowing.
Yes.
And that was a pretty cool feeling to make some very nice interest rates. But what I realized is I just didn't have enough
to lend
out to really make enough money from it.
So we're talking right now about borrowing money to make money. So Rav wants to borrow money, and Andrew would be the one that was lending the money to me, right? Andrew was the one that was lending money to the Rav types, but after a while, Rav wants more and more and more because Carmen's taught me that I can do more and more and more, and Andrew was running out. So then Andrew said, you know what? I'm going to borrow the money.
It didn't take him long, Rav, so don't worry about that.
No, he's a quick study, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of battled with the whole not really knowing how to get started, right? I knew that I could borrow money to make money, but I needed the project.
Yes.
And knowing Carmen helped me to feel empowered that whatever I could find, as long as I could put together a good plan for it, she could get the money.
She's a good person.
Yeah, and that was a very empowering feeling because I've never felt so confident as I do now, knowing Carmen and knowing the people I know, that if I find the deal, it will get funded.
Yes.
And Carmen's great for that. She's given me that confidence. So when I first borrowed at some pretty big numbers, it scared me a little, but I had written it down on a spreadsheet, and I knew what it was going to cost me at the end, but I knew I was going to make more.
Well, let's take a look at one. Like I say, you have several properties, but let's take a look at one that you've done where you borrowed the money. You grab your paper, your pen. You want to write this kind of stuff down because when I first heard what Andrew did, I'm like, really?
It's pretty juicy.
It's not like, these are big numbers, but what I love about it is kind of where when he's done with it, like he's in for nothing. You know what I mean? So let's take a look at this property. So you purchased a property for how much?
I purchased the property for $205,000.
$205,000. And so obviously that wasn't at Yonge and Dundas, but how far away would you say? Like an hour or two away from Toronto? How far away?
Yeah, about an hour and a half from Toronto.
An hour and a half from Toronto, okay. And so you bought that property cash, $205,000.
Well, yeah, so it was borrowed money. Yeah,
It was
so
borrowed
I used some
money.
borrowed money, private money.
Yes.
And then I also borrowed money for renovations as well.
And how much did you borrow there?
I borrowed another $200,000 for the renovation.
You're just a borrower. That's what you are. You are Andrew the
big
borrower.
borrower, yeah.
So you borrowed $205,000 to give to seller.
Yeah.
And then you said, seller, I want a quick closing on this. Get out.
Yeah.
And so then you got another $200,000 to do renovations.
Right.
Okay. And so this is $405,000 that you borrowed.
Yeah, so I actually put none of my own money into the deal, which is sort of a philosophy I like to live by these days.
OPM.
You know, other people's money is infinite, right? I mean, if you want to do a lot of business, you kind of eventually will run out of your own money, and you'll have to start looking to others as well. So, yeah, so that's what I
Okay,
did.
so we're in for $405,000. And what interest rate did you pay on this?
I paid 10% on that.
10%.
Yes.
So we're paying 10%, and this 10%, I mean, you're not going to pay this for 25-year amortization, 10%. How long are you paying this 10% on the 405?
Right around 4 months.
Yeah, he's
4 months.
really quick with his build.
And so obviously you're not getting the hammer and nails out yourself. You have a team to do
He
this.
used to.
I have done that.
used to.
But I never had any skill in doing that, so it was very inefficient,
It's
right?
okay,
So,
join the club, join my club. So we can do that, Carmen. We can borrow money, like people will lend money to Andrew even if it's only 2-3 months. It's not. It doesn't have to be a 12-month term or a 24-month term.
All of our private mortgages we do are fully open.
They're fully open, so you can pay off
So you
any
can
time.
get in, you can get out, and it's an amazing. There's a lot of private people out there that lend, and they do not have that option.
That's
so
fantastic.
for me, I want to incentivize people for paying back the loan. So the people that are lending
Yes.
are secured,
Yes.
right?
No,
With
I
knowing that
love
they're
this.
gonna
And
get
so,
paid out.
what did the $200,000 do? What did you do? So, when you bought that 205 property, it was just a single detached dwelling, or what was that?
It's a bungalow, so I was able to put a small addition at the back of the property. I was able to add some bedrooms, add some bathrooms.
This was a student rental.
Yeah,
We
so
turned it into,
basically,
okay.
yeah, it turned it into a student rental. It was before, but it wasn't its highest and best form that it could be.
Yes.
So I like to go in and make sure that there aren't any bedrooms with low ceilings where it's going to be looked at by a student as being an inferior property.
Yes.
I don't want that. I don't want to own that in my portfolio.
of
I want
course.
to own
You
properties.
want to take care of your customers.
Yeah,
Yes.
where they say, hey, this is fantastic, and having been a student at one point and rented very bad student rentals.
Yeah.
I knew what I would have wanted to live in.
That's right.
And that's what I
And
always
then
try to
therefore you would
create.
take care of it too.
Yeah.
I mean, you go that extra mile.
Now,
So-
Andrew, I was going to ask, was there like was it hard to get that deal? Was there a bidding war or anything at that time? Because I know they're hard to find there.
That one was a funny one. There were a couple of things that, the front of the house had this veranda on it, and it looked like it was sinking a little bit.
Yeah.
So there were a couple of things that I think the other investors in the area were kind of looking at it saying, you know what, there are better projects.
Yes.
But it sat there for a while, and it came to the point where I was ready for a project. I had time for a project. I'm like, it's cheap enough.
Yeah.
I'm going to make an offer. They accepted it. It was a little bit more work than maybe I would have wanted.
Yeah.
But it still worked out well.
Really well.
Okay, so we're now in for 405. You're done. What was this appraised at?
Yeah, so I went back to the bank. I got an official, financial institution do an appraisal. They came in at $530,000.
$530,000. So you lifted this property. You bought for 205, put in 200, in for 405. None of your own money. Paying 10% on that money for 4 months. It's valued at $530,000. So you lifted this property. You made $125,000 in this property.
Yeah,
in 4 months.
In 4 months.
There was some interest to pay, but I mean, by the time it was all said and done, the bank gave me enough money that I could pay out all the interest, all the loans, and still put $12,000.
Because you raised the value, you could refinance, pull out money, leave in 20% or so?
You have to have 20% equity.
So leave in 20%, pull the rest out, and so you're in this property, you're in the property for a little bit, you're even, what?
No, I put $12,000 back in my pocket. I got paid to keep the property.
Yeah.
Stop it. No.
So is it cash flowing
Excuse
today?
me.
That's the cash flowing.
No. Say it again. So you bought for 205, put in 200, you're in for 405, it's now 525, you only have to leave 20% in, so like $100,000 or so. You pulled out the rest, so you're in this thing for nothing, and they said, go take a vacation, here's $12,000. Is that what you're saying?
They didn't say those exact words, but yeah, you know, when it was all said and done at the lawyer's office, there was money left over.
You have no money in this. They gave you 12 grand,
pocketed
and now
12,000.
you're making money because it's increasing in value.
Yeah.
They're paying down the mortgage. And what is the cash flow on this?
So that one's around $400, but honestly, it could be better than that. It's a little under rented right now.
Oh
so
yeah, you just have other things to do.
Just
eh,
gotta turn it over.
Carmen, he has other things to do.
Many other things.
Yes,
to do.
yeah. So it's you're saying here's a steal. It's you know, what'd you say? $400 a month cash flow?
Yeah, about that.
Okay, so what you're saying is they gave you 12 grand. You're in this for nothing. It's increasing in value.
Yeah.
And someone's paying down mortgage.
Yeah.
And you have no money in this.
Yeah, and that's what I like the best. And my philosophy on this, you know, these are securing your retirement. You know, people offer, you know, all kinds of retirement packages, investments. I look at this. If I do a 25-year mortgage in 25 years, if this thing cash flows the whole time, take the mortgage out of the equation, your cash flow goes up like $2,000 a month. So I mean that's a nice perk for when you retire.
So tell me that. What is the monthly rents combined in this?
So that one right now is $3,050.
$3,050 a month you're getting, but because we have a
Taxes,
mortgage on it, taxes,
mortgage,
all this kind of stuff.
So maybe in
Yeah.
a short period of time it will be, or in a few years, it will be
Right.
$5,000 a month.
So there's going to be a natural lift. I mean,
Yeah.
think about what's going on in our economy right now. All this tightening of mortgage lending. I mean, there's
Oh
a
my
lot more
gosh.
renters out there. Our
A lot.
inflation is going up. I mean, these rents will go up. I know that.
Yeah.
But you know, there is an element of needing to be patient. You know, you can't expect it to happen tomorrow, but give it time, be patient. And I know these things go up, and I've seen my other properties that I've had from, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Now the rents are up 30, 40%.
Yeah.
You know, mortgages paid way down. The cash flow just keeps getting better.
That's
Well,
amazing.
it's definitely the time to be in the real estate rental market.
And this is where, Carmen, this is where you come in. This is where ProFund comes in, because we have thousands of people in our database, some that need money and some that want to lend money. And so you're the one that's be able to find the investors for the Andrews out there that want to borrow the $405,000.
And so for those investors, they don't have to worry about, you know, everyone always puts stigma with private money. Oh, why are they borrowing private money? Are they in
it's
trouble?
obvious. It's
but
obvious.
no, they're making money. These are good borrowers,
Yeah,
right?
because even when you calculate the interest, you're saying after everything was said and done, they gave you 12 grand, you're in for nothing, and you're making about $5,000 a month cash flow.
Yeah, absolutely. Dealing with Carmen and borrowing private money absolutely
Thanks,
changed my life.
Andrew.
Yes.
Completely changed my life. You know, I couldn't imagine getting to where I've gotten now if I hadn't done that.
That's awesome. Carmen, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
Andrew, thank you for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Viewers at home, thank you for watching the show. Without you, we wouldn't have one. To learn more information on this, go to theeverydayinvestor.info. Remember, when it comes to money, you want to live simply, give generously, always invest. We'll see you next week, same place, same time. Honey, I'll be home soon. Thanks for watching, everyone.